I tested some of the best mice for Mac of 2025, and in this video I'm gonna rank them in a tier list based on their value for money, overall performance, and more. Links to all of the products will be in the description below. Corsair Darkstar Wireless RGB MMO. This thing packs 15 programmable buttons and a 26K DPI sensor, which sounds impressive on paper, but the execution is seriously flawed. The battery life is absolutely terrible. You're looking at barely 2 days of use, which is just unacceptable for a $170 mouse. The button layout is also confusing and poorly thought out, making it frustrating to use even for MMO gaming, where you'd expect it to shine. I'm putting this straight into trash tier because despite the premium price, it fails at the basics. Razer ProClick Mini. This compact productivity mouse really impressed me with its dual wireless connectivity, both 2.4 GHz and Bluetooth, plus it's got silent switches that make it perfect for office environments. The build quality feels premium and the ergonomics are spot on for smaller hands, though it does get heavy with those AA batteries. It's got 7 programmable buttons and excellent tracking accuracy, making it versatile for both work and light gaming. I'm confidently placing this in the great tier because it delivers exactly what it promises without any major compromises. And Game Gear XM2WE. This lightweight wireless gaming mouse at 63 grams feels incredibly responsive and has outstanding sensor performance with a PixArt Paw 3370. The symmetrical shape works great for claw grip users, and those large PTFE skates give you an amazingly smooth glide across any surface. However, the battery life reporting is inaccurate, and those decorative contour lines are dirt magnets. I'm putting this in the good tier because while it's an excellent for FPS gaming, it's not quite premium enough to reach the top tier. HyperX Firebase 2 Mini. And this ultra-lightweight 59 grams mouse is 60% smaller than its bigger brother, but packs the same high-performance components, including the HyperX 26K sensor. The dual wireless connectivity and 100-hour battery life are genuinely impressive. Plus, you get grip tape included for better control. It's perfect for people with smaller hands or those wanting a compact travel mouse. Though larger hands users might find it too cramped, I'm placing this in good tier because it's a solid performer that does exactly what it's designed to do, just without any standout features that would push it higher. Logitech MX Anywhere 3S. This little productivity powerhouse is absolutely fantastic for anyone who needs the work on the go. The quiet click mechanism is a game changer. My colleagues couldn't even hear me clicking during video meetings, which is such a relief. The 8K DPI sensor makes navigating large 4K displays effortless, and that magnetic scroll wheel can blast through 1000 lines per second. The only downside is that it's definitely sized for smaller hands, so if you've got bigger mitts, this might feel cramped during extended use. I'm confidently placing this in great tier because it absolutely nails what it's designed for: portable productivity. Logitech G Pro X Super Light 2. This thing is an absolute beast for competitive gaming, and I mean that in the best way possible. The new Hero 2 sensor with 32,000 DPI and 2000 Hz polling rate is just insane, plus those hybrid optical mechanical switches give you the speed of optical with the satisfying feel of mechanical clicks. At just over 60 grams, it flies across your mousepad with minimal effort, making it perfect for low DPI precision gaming. The only real complaint is that the left and right clicks are noticeably louder than the previous generation, which might annoy people around you. I'm putting this straight into the great tier because it's basically the gold standard for competitive FPS gaming. HyperX Pulse-fired Haze Gaming Mouse. This mouse tries to hit the ultra-lightweight gaming market with its honeycomb design, coming in at just 58 grams. The sensor performance is decent enough for gaming, and the price point of around $50 makes it accessible. But honestly, the scroll wheel feels way too soft, and it's hard to tell when you're actually scrolling, which is frustrating during gameplay. The overall experience just feels cheap compared to other options in the space, and while it's not terrible, there are much better choices available for similar money. I'm dropping this into trash tier because it fails to deliver a premium experience even at its budget price point. Keyron M3 Mini. This thing is absolutely incredible for the price point. We're talking about a wireless gaming mouse that packs a PixArt Paw 3395 sensor, which is honestly one of the most accurate sensors you can get right now. The build quality is surprisingly solid, and it's extremely lightweight at just under 60 grams, making it perfect for those lightning-fast flick shots. Sure, it uses Huano ATM switches instead of the fancier kill switches found in the larger M3, but honestly, they still feel great and are rated for 80 million clicks. The fact that you can adjust DPI and polling rate directly on the mouse without any software is just chef's kiss. I'm putting this straight into God tier because it delivers premium performance at a fraction of the cost of other high-end gaming mice. Lorius Model O2 Pro 4K. This mouse brings some serious specs to the table with its BAMF 2.0 sensor hitting 26,000 dpi and 650 IPS tracking speed. The 4K 8 kHz polling rate is genuinely impressive, though let's be real, most people won't notice the difference between 4K and 8K polling unless you're in the top 1% of competitive gamers. The build quality is solid and the scroll wheel feels really nice with those deep divots. However, some users complain about the main button switches feeling a bit chunky with too much travel distance. It's a great mouse for serious gamers who want those ultra-high polling rates, but the price premium might not be worth it for everyone. I'm placing this in the good tier because while it performs excellently, it doesn't quite justify the cost for most users. Apple Magic Mouse 2. This mouse is just frustrating. Honestly, the multi-touch surface is actually pretty cool and the gestures work smoothly on macOS, but everything else about this design makes me want to pull my hair out. The charging port is on the bottom, which means you literally cannot use the mouse while it's charging. Like, who thought that was a good idea? The ergonomics are terrible for extended use since it's so flat that you have to arch your palm awkwardly. The sensor performance is mediocre at best and the click latency is genuinely awful. It's only really usable with a fingertip grip, which gets uncomfortable fast. Unless you absolutely need those macOS gestures and don't mind the terrible ergonomics, there are so many better options out there. I'm throwing this into trash tier without hesitation. Logitech Pebble Mouse 2 M350S. This little guy is designed for portability and basic productivity tasks, and it does that job decently well. The ability to connect to 3 devices simultaneously via Bluetooth is actually really handy for people juggling multiple computers. It's super quiet, like almost silent, which is great for libraries or shared workspaces. The build quality feels a bit cheap though, especially the flimsy plastic top. The sensor performance is pretty mediocre with low polling rates and just okay click latency, so don't expect to do any serious gaming with this thing. It's really designed for casual users who need something portable and quiet for basic computing tasks. I'm putting this in average tier because it does what it's designed to do, but nothing more. Razer Adder V3 Hyperspeed. This thing is incredibly lightweight at just 55 grams, making it feel almost weightless when you're gaming. The sensor performance is solid with excellent click latency averaging 1.0 ms. And honestly, the ergonomic shape is perfect for most hand sizes. It's comfortable even during those marathon gaming sessions. However, the clicks are noticeably loud, which might annoy you or people around you. And there's some smoothing applied in wireless mode at higher DPI settings that could affect precision. I'm putting this one in the average tier because while it performs well, the loud clicks and wireless limitations hold it back from being truly great. Lorius Model i2. This mouse weighs in at 75 grams, which is still pretty light, and the BAMF 2.0 sensor with 26K DPI delivers precise tracking that works well across different surfaces. The build quality feels solid and the 9 programmable buttons give you decent customization options, plus the battery life is impressive when you turn off the RGB lighting. But here's the thing, the button swapping feature is kind of a mess to use, and if you keep the lighting on, the battery drains ridiculously fast. I'm placing this in average tier because it's a decent all-around mouse, but the software issues and battery problems when using RGB really hurt its appeal. Turtle Beach Burst to Air. This mouse is impressively light at just 47 grams and glides like butter across your mouse pad. Plus, the battery life is genuinely fantastic at up to 120 hours. The owl eye sensor tracks movement precisely, and the clicks have a nice tactile feel without being too loud. But man, the sides cinch inwards too much, making it hard to grip during intense moments. And there's no 8K polling rate, which some competitive gamers might want. I'm throwing this into trash tier because despite some good qualities, the grip issues and lack of advanced features make it frustrating to use when it matters most. Logitech M720. This mouse can connect to up to 3 devices simultaneously and switch between them easily, which is incredibly convenient for productivity work. The battery life is excellent at up to 24 months with a single AA battery, and the ergonomic design with customizable buttons makes it comfortable for extended use. The downside is that it's definitely not built for gaming. The DPI is low and not adjustable on the fly, so competitive gamers should look elsewhere. I'm putting this in the good tier because it absolutely nails what it's designed for: productivity and office work, even though it's not meant for gaming. Logitech MX Anywhere. This thing is absolutely incredible for productivity work with its ergonomic design and the perfect thumb rest. The dual scroll wheel system with horizontal and vertical scrolling is a game changer, plus those silent clicks are perfect for quiet offices. The 8000 DPI sensor handles high-res displays beautifully, though it is heavy at 5 ounces and costs around $100. For professionals who spend hours at their desk, this is worth every penny. I'm putting this straight into God tier because it's the ultimate productivity mouse. Zopen Z2 Mini. This compact gaming mouse actually surprised me with its solid build quality and no creaking or flexing. The hot swappable switches are a nice touch for customization, and the POD 3395 sensor performs well for gaming at 56 grams. However, the coating feels slippery until your hand warms up, and it can feel restrictive for larger hands compared to other lightweight options. It's decent for budget gamers who want that hot swap feature, but nothing groundbreaking. I'm placing this in average tier because it does its job competently without being exceptional. Thanks for watching. I hope this video helped you pick the best mice for Mac for you. If you have any questions, drop a comment below. Links to all of these products mentioned in this video will be in the description. Alright, peace out.